We turn stats into stories. My name is Taylor, this is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City, and the Realtors Association of Edmonton has made the market statistics for February available in every newspaper in a way that no one cares about. Honestly, a little bit of percent up here, a drop over there, what the hell does it all mean, and how do I action this to win in the marketplace? Well, that's what we're about here, and we're going to talk to you a little bit more about the frequency of buyers per sellers, that relationship of supply and demand, and advice for buyers and sellers based on this information so that you can rush to action. We are about to hit the playoff season of real estate. It is the spring market, and we are ready to go. Well, we're talking about hot and cold in the bedroom. My name is Taylor, this is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City, and our hot and cold lists are creative lists that we come up with to let you know where the hot spots and the cold spots are in the marketplace. For my hot and cold list, what I wanted to talk about was bedroom communities. Get your mind out of the gutter. And what we wanted to say is if you owned a property in any given bedroom community to Edmonton, how likely is it that that would sell? And here on the hot list, what I got to say is the best place to have property right now, according to buyer and seller interactions, is Sherwood Park. In fact, they're registering about 2 buyers for every 3 sellers, which puts them at the peak of the market. That means if you're in Sherwood Park and you're looking to buy a property, you're going to want to pay attention to properties that are coming new to the market because they'll probably be leaving rather quickly under this type of demand. And if you're a seller in Sherwood Park, you're going to want to pace the market a little bit. We're about to hit the Super Bowl time, like the NHL playoffs of the real estate season. And during that time, you're going to get lots of opportunities. So knowing with this many reference points where you're most likely to be accurate will mean that you have the biggest rewards. My name is Taylor. This is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City, and that's what's hot. A lot of people think that when we're talking about hot and cold lists, we're talking about hot being good and cold being not so good, but it really depends on your position. My name is Taylor. This is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City, and this week we're talking about cold spots in the marketplace, and we're talking specifically about the bedroom communities around Edmonton and where, if you own property or if you're thinking about buying property, what the kind of likelihood to sell is. And for the cold spot, we're going to talk about Leduc. So in Leduc right now, it's a little bit less than 1 buyer for every 2 sellers. And what that means is that there isn't enough buyers to satisfy the market, so the available sellers are going to have to reduce price to make themselves attractive to the available buyers in the marketplace. So that means if you're a seller in Leduc, it's really important to step out front of marketing. You want to get ahead of that competition. You want to be number 1, especially in a market where not everybody gets a buyer. And if you're looking on the buying side, well, pay close attention to days on market, see what's happening with those properties that you are targeting, because they might be really exciting to you, but not very exciting to the market, which leaves you poised to get a deal. My name is Taylor, this is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City, and I hope you're doing awesome. Cheers.
Supply and demand runs all markets, and we have a way of measuring this when it comes to real estate. My name's Anthony with HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City, and months of inventory is how we measure supply and demand. For example, if there weren't any new listings coming to market, how long would it take to sell all the available real estate that's currently trying to sell? Well, at this time last year, we are hovering around 7 to 8 months of inventory. And over the last couple of months in December, we are at 7. January saw 7.8 months of inventory. And last month, we are at 6.4. So if we keep trending in this direction, we're going to be moving from a buyer's market into a balanced market. And what this means is for sellers, good news. Things are going to be better for sellers moving forward. So let's have a conversation about when we should be bringing your property to market. And for buyers, now's the time. Especially anybody that's looking to upgrade, let's have a talk. Cheers.
How long does it take to sell a property in today's market? I'm Kim Christensen with HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. Total days on market start on day 0 and move all the way through until the property is sold or no longer on the market. February of 2020, total days on market was 74 days. Last year at this time, total residential days on market was 73 days. A few months back in October of 2019, the total residential days on market was 79 days. With spring just around the corner, we will likely see these numbers decrease if the property is priced correctly by a professional. If you're a buyer, you want to pay close attention to days on market when making a decision. If you notice a property new to market priced correctly, it might not last long. If you're a seller wanting to bring your property to the market, be sure to have a professional help you price to take full advantage of the spring market coming up. Thanks, and if you have any questions, let me know. It's good practice to measure average sale price when looking for a home or selling a home. I'm Kim Christensen with HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. Instead of looking at the average sale price like it's the average price of a home, look at it like it's the market's appetite for buying a home. February of 2020, the average sale price of all residential was $350,852. Last year at this time, average sale price of all residential was $353,966. Last month at this time, the average sale price of all residential was $351,002. If you're a buyer with the spring market coming up, you will likely notice the inventory getting larger. If you're a seller with spring coming up, you will likely see your competition getting a little bit more, but more buyers will be coming through. If you have any questions, let us know. We're always here to help. Thanks.
Well, the most exciting thing that's happening in Edmonton recently has got to be what the Oilers are doing. So let's talk about sales versus new listing ratio as though it was shots on goal versus goals. My name is Taylor. This is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. And in February, if the Oilers took 100 shots, they would effectively got 42 goals in Edmonton real estate. That means for every 100 listings, there were 42 that turned down that light and it was sold. That's pretty exciting. What does that mean in the big scope of things? Well, if we looked at last year at this time, it was 41, so we're up a little bit that way. And if we wind back just to last month, we'd see that 35 went in out of 100 shots. So things are getting better as they ramp up towards the spring market, and that is the name of the game in the greater Edmonton area right now. We know that there's going to be a lot of properties on the market, and taking a look at what's new to the market in context with what's leaving the market will help you be accurate when you're making offers. So you buyers out there in the marketplace, you should know the rate of flow. Before you make an offer, you should know if this buyer is really confident because almost everything around them is selling, or if they're just nervous because the nearest thing that sold to them was 2 months ago, because it could change the perception of their offer. And if you're a seller, you should definitely know the rate of flow. Your outcome could change in an instant. Imagine that you come to the market and on opening weekend, you end up with 5 brand new competitors right in your price point, right in your neighborhood. That's probably going to change the way buyers see you. Or alternatively, imagine that you come to the market this weekend and you thought you had 5 competitors, but 4 of them are already pending. And from the buyer's perception, they tried to schedule 6 showings, and the only ones to see are an old place that's not going to sell right now, and yours, brand new to the market. That's definitely going to change their perception. And if you take good shots, you score. My name is Taylor. This is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City, and I hope you're doing awesome. Cheers. So what do you do now that you're all informed? Well, you head out, turn this into action, and win in the spring marketplace. In fact, if you want to take a look at what that looks like, you can contact us very easily. If this came to you by email, you can simply reply. We are easily available in many social media forms, and you can always hit HACK&Co.com. My name is Taylor. This is HACK&Co at RE/MAX River City. Let's make your next move remarkable.